put their hand over her mouth, maybe put her in the back, something. I have no idea. And I really don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about the bad. I just want to think about the good.
What a nightmare. Missing 5-year-old Nevaeh Buchanan's mom, Jennifer, imagining the worst case scenario for her precious child. This beautiful little girl we're looking at as we speak. Cops on the hunt for a possible fourth person of interest. The driver of a green minivan seen parked near Nevaeh's apartment around the time she went missing. Give me a holler and weigh in with my expert panel. Phone lines jam-packed. Susan, Ohio, your question, your thought, ma'am.
Yes, Jane.
Hi.
I have a quick question. Does this little girl have a father in her life? There's been no mention of a father anywhere.
Well, Michelle Sagona, apparently there is a dad who's been camping out nearby. Tell us about him.
Yes, she does have a father. He is very active within her case. Each evening they have a vigil out in the apartment complex where little Nevaeh did go missing, in fact. So he is out there along with other residents. In addition, investigators, as you mentioned, Jane, are looking for that green van that is possibly missing at this point, allegedly seen behind the apartment complex. And I also want to remind your viewers to keep hope. I mean, we've had a couple of great success cases in the last couple of weeks. The Bryant Rodriguez case was an Amber Alert out of California, and also the Leslie Perez case. She was abducted out of Texas and then returned the next day. So I still want to keep everyone positive and hopefully, looking for this little girl still.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Let's cross our fingers and pray that this child is found alive and okay. Here's what scares me. Cops are now looking for the driver of this green minivan that was seen parked at the playground across from the complex around the time that this child disappeared. Now, we know that minivans are a bad sign in a lot of cases. Let's take the case in New York City of accused killer Daryl Littlejohn. He allegedly abducted grad student Emet Seguin in a minivan before allegedly murdering her. That case underway as we speak. There are experts, Tom Ruskin, who say minivans are the vehicle of choice for abductors. Right. Does this signal something possibly sinister?
It does, but that doesn't mean that this is going to be the lead that's going to break the case. It's one of the leads that police are following up on among the 400 or 500 others that have reportedly come in. All it takes is one lead to lead you down the avenue to solve this case.
All right, Sherry, Iowa, your question or thought, ma'am?
I was wondering if, since the blood on the knife did not match Nevaeh's, are they running it through a national database to see whose blood it does belong to?
Oh, wow. Excellent question. Michelle Sagona.
Absolutely. Investigators will definitely take that avenue. And like you mentioned, Jane, the fact that they have gotten the results back for this DNA so quickly is astounding. I mean, it's been just a little over a week since she's gone missing. So great job to law enforcement in that matter. And they will move forward with the national database and any other way that they can are able to match up that blood.
All right, now police continue to search for any possible witnesses. Listen to what Nevaeh's cousin said about that.
It's like she just vanished in thin air. Nobody knows nothing. But hopefully these two kids that they supposedly seen over here playing in this park did see something. Because if you think where they found the scooter at right there, they did walk back in this area, and she was abducted back here in this area. And if there was anybody back here in this playground playing, they had to see something.
Well, Mark Eiglarsh, we have these two young boys, school-age boys, who may have been the ones to tip cops off to the green minivan. They were apparently playing in this area at the time the little child disappeared. And then you remember that there were two other playmates of little Nevaeh's last week who said, one said that they saw something really awful, that they saw Nevaeh stabbed in the stomach. Another said she went into the woods with Daddy George. How reliable are statements from kids? We're hearing so many of them in this case.
Well, listen, we're desperate, and so we'll talk to anybody, anything. You've got 100 units in that apartment complex, so anyone who may have potentially seen something, including children, could become vital. Now,
Jane,
they have to be questioned very properly and very carefully so that they don't necessarily suggest anything to the children, like we saw in one other high-profile case recently, but they could be of value.
Jane, let me tell you why I think it is significant. You know, we live in the world of Jack Bauer now. I can't tell you the last murder case in the last 4 or 5 years I tried where law enforcement was not able to obtain nearby surveillance video. And by getting descriptions, it could help them go down different paths, different roadways, and see if they can go to establishments, commercial establishments, and start picking up surveillance cameras. So this is really critical. I'm telling you, every case now, you get surveillance videos from 5 miles away, 2 miles away. It's an amazing law enforcement tool.
Well, Tom Ruskin, why didn't we hear about this green minivan before? It couldn't have been that hard to find 2 neighborhood kids who were playing across the street from where this happened. I mean, wouldn't it have been better to have this 8 days ago when she first went missing to put into an Amber Alert?
Yeah, but at a certain point in time, you'll come up with these leads and you'll come up with these kids. These kids may have disappeared off that lot that day and never been back to the play yard until the cops came up with them by canvassing the whole area. The canvas will expand further and further and further to get anyone who may have seen anything.
All right. Brad, how do we find this green minivan? What should cops do next?
I mean, obviously, you look for anybody you can speak with. These 2 kids obviously saw something, they think. Then what you do is you start expanding the parameters of where that minivan could have or could have not gone. And like your other guest stated about the surveillance cameras, local surveillance cameras, gas stations, things of that nature that we've seen in other cases just recently in terms of where that minivan would go next or where it was parked in terms of any other cameras that are around, and that's where you really have to go with it.
Let's find this beautiful child. It makes me sick to my stomach that another child snatched. What's going on in this country? I want to thank my excellent panel, Bonnie Sweeten, who pretended she was kidnapped before fleeing with her daughter to Disney World of all